velocities of A and B is obtained by taking the time derivative of this equation, so which yields with the equation V sub B is equal to V sub A plus D times R of B with respect to A over dt. So here, class, yung V sub A, tignan lang natin, balikan natin. Okay, so dito, class, yung V sub A natin, lagay lang natin. So yung V sub A natin and V sub B, they denotes the absolute velocities since itong mga vectors na to are measured with respect to x and y axis. So yung term na D, ito kanina, yung sa pang velocity. So itong term na to, class, it is equal to 0 since the magnitude ng ating R of B with respect to A is constant by definition of a rigid body. And because the body is translating the direction of RB with respect to A ay also constant. Therefore, ang V sub A is equal to V sub B. Okay? For translation, ito yung velocity natin, class. The next, for the acceleration naman, ayan. So for acceleration, taking the time derivative of the velocity equation yields a similar relationship between the instantaneous acceleration of A and B. So we have V sub A is equal to V sub B. So ito, class, the above two equation, yung kanina, it indicate that all points in a rigid body subjected to either a rectilinear or curvilinear translation move with the same velocity and acceleration. That is why pareho lang sa velocity and acceleration, yung V sub A is equal to V sub B. Naintindihan nito, class, itong translation? So any question? Bago tayo mag-proceed kay rotation about a fixed axis? Okay. So next tayo, rotation about a fixed axis. Yan, ito. Meron tayong illustration. So kapag, class, yung body natin is nag-rotate about a fixed axis, any point P located in the body travels along a circular path. So andito yung point P. Nakikita ba yung cursor ko? So ito yung point P natin. So for angular motion, ayaw mag-next. Sorry, yan. So for angular motion, since a point is without dimension, it cannot have angular motion. So ang point natin ay wala namang dimension, so wala tayong angular motion dito kay rotation about a fixed axis. Then for the angular position of R is defined by the angle theta measured from a fixed reference line to R. So, ibig sabihin lang dito, class, kay angular position theta natin, so it describes the orientation of the body relative to a reference line. So, it is measured in radians or degrees. Kapag radians, class, so that is nakarad, okay? Or degrees. Okay. So example nitong angular position, so yung position of a rotating door or wheel. So that is an example ng angular position natin dyan. The next, for angular displacement naman, this vector has a magnitude of theta measured in degrees, radians, or revolutions, where 1 rev is equal to 2 pi rad. So, pakitake note nito, class, ha. 1 rev is equal to 2 pi rad. So, for angular displacement, so ito yung change in angular position. So, which can be measured as a differential d theta. It is called the angular displacement. So, yung vector na to, class, has a magnitude of t theta measured in degrees, radians, or revolution. And again, 1 rev is equal to 2 pi rad. So, it can be positive kapag counterclockwise or negative naman kapag clockwise. Okay, so next for the angular velocity. So for angular velocity, it is the time rate of change in the angular position at yun class yung tinatawag natin na angular velocity or omega. So ito yung ating symbol for omega class ha. Since t theta occurs during an instant of time dt. So it is the time rate of change in the angular position at itong vector natin class na to ay differential relation between the angular acceleration, angular velocity, and angular displacement is alpha d theta, which is equal to omega times d. That's why magkakaroon tayo ng equation na omega is equal to d theta over dt. Okay, so this vector has a magnitude which is often measured in rad per second. Then for angular acceleration naman, so the angular acceleration alpha, it measures the time rate of change of the angular velocity. And the magnitude of this vector is alpha is equal to d omega over dt, or alpha is equal to d squared theta over dt. So ito naman class, ang differential relation naman nito between the angular acceleration, angular velocity, and angular displacement is again alpha d theta is equal to omega derivative ng ating omega. Okay, so ilan na na-discuss natin for rotation about the fixed axis. So we have angular motion again. Yung angular motion natin, since ang point natin ay walang dimension, so it cannot have a angular motion. So only lines or bodies undergo angular motion. Katulad dito nasa figure natin, the angular motion of a radial. Then, angular position. So it is measured lang from a fixed reference line to R. Then yung angular displacement natin, so it is the change in angular position. Okay? So kapag naman angular velocity, it is the time rate of change in the angular position. And meron tayong equation na omega is equal to d theta over dt. And lastly, for the angular acceleration, so that is the measure the time rate of change of the angular velocity. And again, alpha is equal to derivative of omega over dt, or alpha is equal to d squared theta over dt. And yung differential relation between ng ating angular acceleration, angular velocity, and angular displacement is alpha d theta is equal to omega derivative ng omega. Then lastly, we have the constant angular acceleration. So for this class, the time rate of change in the angular position is called the angular. Class, hindi ito yung ating definition ng constant angular acceleration. So pakisulat na lang. For the constant angular acceleration, if the angular acceleration ng ating body is constant, alpha is equal to alpha sub c, then yung previous equation natin kanina for angular acceleration, when integrated, it yield a set of formulas which relate the body's angular velocity, angular position, and time. So yung results natin, magkakaroon tayo ng equation for constant angular acceleration. Omega is equal to inertial omega, or inertial angular velocity, plus angular acceleration times t. Then, pwede ding theta is equal to inertial theta plus the inertial angular velocity times t plus 1/2 alpha sub c times t squared. And lastly, omega squared is equal to inertial omega squared plus 2 alpha sub c times the quantity theta minus theta sub c. So, pakitake note nito class, nitong tatlong equation natin for constant angular acceleration. Okay, so mamaya papakita natin class dito yung motion nitong ating P, ng point P. Okay, so pwede na ba tayo mag-proceed sa next slide? Okay, proceed tayo. So for motion ng ating point P, so dito, as the rigid body shown dito sa ating figure, dito sa left side, it rotates, yung point P natin is nagta-travel along a circular path of radius r with center at point O. So itong path natin is contained within the shaded plane dito naman sa right side natin, class. So itong part na to, ito, 'di ba? Dito sa left side. So meron tong naka-top view na. So this path is contained within the shaded plane na nandito sa ating letter D na image. Okay? So yung position ng displacement natin is ng P is defined by the position vector R which extends from O to P. And if that body rotates du, so yung P natin will displace ds is equal to r d theta. Okay, so for velocity naman, so yung velocity naman ng ating P, class, ito ay merong magnitude which can be found by dividing ds is equal to r d theta by dt, so that di-divide natin to, class, by dt. Ito, is equal lang pala, wait. So, magkakaroon tayo, class, ng velocity is equal to omega times r. Okay, so try nga natin to. Ito na yun, class. Yung position ng ating displacement. Okay, so the position ng P again is defined by the position vector R, which extends from O to P. If the body rotates du, then P will displace d sub ds is equal to r d theta. And for the velocity, yung velocity ng P natin ay merong magnitude which can be found by dividing ds is equal to r d theta, so that yung v natin is equal to omega times r. Okay, so next natin, class, we have for the acceleration naman. So the acceleration of P can be expressed in terms of its normal and tangential components. So ito, class, ang acceleration, again, pwedeng normal, pwede din siyang tangential. Kapag tangential, so ito, class, ang ating equation. A of alpha sub T is equal to alpha times R. And kapag naman normal, ang ating acceleration, or ito, normal acceleration, so that is equal to omega squared times r. So again, itong tangential natin, itong tangential component natin ng acceleration, it represents the time rate of change in the velocity's magnitude, while ito namang normal component, it represents the time rate of change in the velocity's direction. Okay, naintindihan? So pag acceleration ng rotation, it's either tangential or normal acceleration. Okay, so meron naman tayo mga sample problems. Try natin itong sample problem number 1. Okay, so pakibasa ng problem natin, a cord is wrapped around a wheel. So given ang radius, which is equal to 0.2 meters, which is initially at rest when theta is equal to 0. So if a force is applied to the cord and gives it an acceleration A is equal to 40 meter per second squared, where T is in seconds, determine as a function of time. So una, hanapin daw natin yung angular velocity ng wheel. And yung pangalawa, hanapin daw natin yung angular position of line OP in radians. Okay, so yun yung kanina. Yung picture kanina, na-screenshot nyo ba yun, class? So anong gagamitin natin, class, dito? Or ano ba kaya ang procedure for analysis dito sa ating first sample problem? So solution natin dito, class, since the wheel is subjected to rotation about a fixed axis passing through point O, So yung point P natin class doon sa wheel has motion about a circular path and yung acceleration natin sa point na yon ay merong tangential and normal components. So for the tangential components, so we have the equation tangential acceleration is equal to acceleration times r. So given naman ito class, itong ating acceleration. So for tangential acceleration, 40 meter per second squared is equal to the acceleration times, so given naman yung ating radius na 0.2 meters. So paki-compute nga ako ng acceleration natin class. So what is the value of acceleration? Yes, Sainel, Nicole, Bernardo.
20 rad per second squared po.
Okay, thank you. So that is correct. Our acceleration is equal to 20t rad per second squared. Okay, next. So using this result class, the wheel's angular velocity omega natin, so ito, yung omega natin, so madedetermine na natin siya from alpha is equal to derivative ng omega times dt. Since this equation relates kay acceleration, nagre-relate to kay alpha sa time and omega. Okay? Integrating with the initial condition that omega is equal to 0 when t is 0, it yields dw over dt is equal to 20t rad per second squared. So, integrate lang natin, class. Integrating natin. Integral of dw from 0 to omega. It is equal to the integral nito namang 20t dt from 0 to t. Okay? So, paki-compute nga, class. Makakompute nyo sa calculator yung value ng ating omega. So, what is the value ng omega? Yes, Jeremy.
10t squared rads per second po.
Again.
10, sorry po, electric.
Okay.
10t squared rad per second po.
Okay, very good. So, that is 10 r squared rad per second. So, ito na class yung hinahanap sa omega. Okay? Or the angular velocity. So, ito yung letter A natin. Then next naman, ano naman yung pangalawang hinahanap? The angular position ng line OP in radians. So, dapat daw naka-radians yan ha. So, next natin. So, using the result na na-compute natin kanina na 10 r squared rad per second. So, ito, gagamitin natin yan class. So, using the result, yung angular position natin na theta of OP, so can be found from omega is equal to d theta over dt. Since itong equation na to class, it relates theta, so nire-relates na yung theta, yung omega, and yung t. So integrating with the initial condition, u is equal to 0 when t is equal to 0. So we have d theta over dt is equal to omega. It is equal to 10t squared or 10r squared. Yun ang nilagay ko kanina, no? Rad per second. So, ito lang muna, class, ang gagamitin natin for integrating. So, d theta from 0 to theta is equal to integral of 10t squared dt from 0 to t. So, dito, makukompute na natin, class, ang value ng theta or yung value ng ating pangalawang hinahanap na, ano pangalawang hinahanap? Angular position ng line OP natin. Okay, so paki-compute, class, what is the value? Yes, Isal Flandes.
10 over t cube. 10 over 3 t cube po or 3.33
Okay.
t cube.
Very good. Okay, Flandes. So the answer, class, is 3.33 t cube rad. So dapat nakarad, class, sa ayan. So that is our final answer. So, lagay lang natin. Again, kapag class dalawang hinahanap, paglagay kayo ng ang tawag dito, ng conclusion. So, for example, therefore, yung angular acceleration natin, yung unang hinahanap na angular velocity or omega is equal to 10t squared. Then, yung angular position naman natin, theta is equal to 3.33t cubed. So, ito yung ating final answer sa sample problem number 1. Okay, so naintindihan nito, class? Then proceed tayo sa next. Yung absolute motion analysis. Hala, nakalagay. Ito pala, sample number 2 na tayo pala. Ito na nga yung ating absolute motion analysis. So kapag kasi sinabi na absolute motion analysis, so ang body natin dito subjected to general plane motion. So it undergoes a simultaneous translation and rotation. So ito na pala yung last sample problem natin for this topic. So the large window in the figure. So given naman ang figure, again, the large window in the figure is opened using a hydraulic cylinder AB. So if the cylinder extends at a constant rate of 0.5 meters per second, determine the angular velocity and angular acceleration of the window at the instant theta is equal to 30 degrees. So dito, class, for the procedure analysis ng ating absolute motion, so yung velocity and acceleration natin ng mga point natin undergoing rectilinear motion can be related to the angular velocity and angular acceleration of a line na contained with a body using the position coordinate equation or time derivatives. Okay? So dito, yung angular motion natin, yung sa position coordinate equation, so yung angular motion natin dito, class, ng window can be obtained using the coordinate U, whereas yung extension naman or motion along the hydraulic cylinder, itong hydraulic cylinder natin is defined using a coordinate S. So nakikita ba kung nasan si S? Ito yung ating S. Again, it measures its length from the fixed point A to the moving B. So ito, class, ay fixed itong point A na to. Then ang nagmumove ay itong B. Okay? So ulitin ko lang, class, ha, baka kasi may nalilito. So yung angular motion itong ating figure, sa figure na to ng ating window can be obtained using the coordinate, okay? Whereas yung extension naman ng motion natin along dito kay hydraulic cylinder is defined using the coordinate S. So i-measure nito yung length from a fixed point A to the moving point B. So these coordinates can be related. Anong gagamitin natin, class? Ano kayang gagamitin nating law dito, class? Sige nga, kung naiintindihan yung ating problem. Since meron tayong two sides and one angle na given dito sa ating problem. So yes, Maria Rabi?
Law of cosines po.
Okay, very good. So we will use the law of cosine. So ano ba nga ulit ang law of cosine? So the law of cosine is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine theta. Tama, class? Naalala nyo ang law of cosine? Okay. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine theta. So dito ko na, class, sa next, or dito na. Baka kasi hindi magkasya. So ulitin, dito na lang sa ating, dito na ako discuss. So again, by using the law of cosines, na-screenshot nyo na ba yung figure, class? Paki-screenshot muna na itong figure para masusundan natin ang ating solution. Para kita nyo yung problem. Sige, pwede namang balikan ko na lang din. Okay, so by using the law of cosine for the position equation, so ano ba ang given sa atin dyan? So we have OA na 2 meters. Ilagay lang natin yung mga dimension. OA, point O to A is equal to 2 meters. Ano pa? Point AB is yung S. Nakikita ba class sa figure kung bakit naging S yung AB? So yung point AB ay yung S natin. And then yung point OB naman is yung 1 meter. So by using again the law of cosine, we have S squared. So ito class yung ating C is equal to A squared. So 2 squared, 2 meters squared plus B squared, 1 meter squared minus 2 times 2. So AB, 2 times 2 times 1 cosine theta. So, given naman ito, cosine 30 degrees. So, paki-compute nga class, ano magiging value ng S natin dito? So, S squared is equal to, sige, susulat ko, 5 minus 4 cosine 30 degrees. So, ano magiging value class ng S natin? Sinulat ko na isa-isa ha. 5 minus, bali S is equal to the square root of 5 minus 4 cosine 30 degrees. May nag-compute na ba class? So, paki-compute muna kung ano magiging value ng S natin. Ayan, may naka-raise hand na pala. Yes, check ko lang ha, yung wala pang reset. Ayan, si Ariel.
Miss 1.24 po.
1.24? Ano ang unit?
Meters po.
Okay, 1.24 meters. So, ito class ay S pa lang ha, yung point AB. So, that is equal to 1.24 meters. Then next, for time derivatives. So, taking the time derivatives of S squared is equal to 5 minus 4 cosine theta. So, 2S, paano ang derivative nito class? Masusundan ha, or pag may question, mag-raise ng hand. So, derivative class, so this is 2S, ds over dt. It is equal to, so 0 class, ang derivative nito, 5, 0 minus 4 cosine theta. It is negative sine theta times t theta over dt. Tama? Nasusundan? Tama ba yung aking ginawa? Mag-raise ng hand ha pag ako ay may mali at baka alam nyo ang tamang sagot. Okay? So this, next. So S. So i-denote lang natin to class. Itong dt. Wait lang class. Replace lang natin yung mga terms natin. Sulat ko dito para hindi kayo malito. Yung ds over dt, gagawin natin siyang v sub s. Okay? So, ano ba ang v sub s? So, given yun sa ating problem class ha, yung 0.5 meters per second. And then, yung d theta over dt, so binigay ko naman sa inyo class kanina, na that is the angular velocity or omega. So, S, again, yung ds over dt natin ay v sub s na. And it is equal to, magiging equal to saan? So, ito ay di-divide na lang natin dito, itong 2, dito sa kabila class. Tama, divide 2. So, para makancel, kaya ang natira na lang s times v sub s. So, that is equal to 2. So, negative 4 times negative sine theta. So, that is 2 na. So, di-divide to class ha. Baka hindi nyo nakita. So, magiging 2 sine ng 30 degrees. Then, yung d theta over dt nga natin is omega na. Okay? Since yung V sub S natin ay 0.5 meters per second, then meron na tayong given na sin theta na 30 degrees or sin 30 degrees. So makakompute na natin class dito yung omega. So ilalagay lang natin yung ating mga given. So S times yung V sub S ay 0.5 meters per second. It is equal to 2 times sine 30 degrees times omega. Wait, hindi ko nasulat pala yung S. So, na-compute na natin yung S na 1.24 meters. Okay, so ano class ang magiging value ng ating omega? Paki-compute? Yes. Meron ka na bang receipt? Ay, meron na si Jeremy. Wait lang, yung sunod naman, yung sunod. Meron na din, yung iba naman, yung mga wala pang receipt. Meron ng mga receipt yung tatlong naka-raise ng hand. So, kung naiintindihan, antayin natin yung iba. Paki-compute ng ating angular velocity. Omega and angular acceleration. Wait lang ha. Sige, wait lang. Or yung alpha. Alpha to class ha. Yes, sino na ang nakapag-compute? Nasaan na yung nag-raise ng hand kanina? Ayan, Carlo Miguel.
0.62 rad per second po.
Okay. So the answer class is 0.62 rad per second. So ito na yung una nating hinahanap class, yung angular velocity. May question class, naintindihan ito? Itong unang required sa sample problem number 2. Okay, naintindihan naman? Okay. So next, anong sunod na hinahanap? Yung angular acceleration. So ito, ang sunod na hinahanap. For the angular acceleration, ibahin muna natin yung kulay. So, paano naman natin kasi compute? So, kapag angular acceleration, so taking the time derivative naman ng ating kanina na S, V sub S, nito class. S times V sub S is equal to 2 sine ng 30 degrees omega. Okay? So, this is the derivative ng S, ds over dt times Vs plus S dVs over dt. So, that is equal to, so ito naman ang derivative natin class, yung 2 sine 30 degrees omega. So, it is equal to 2, parang hindi ka siya. So, ibababa ko na lang. Sige, dito na lang. 2 cosine theta. So, ito muna yung derivative natin, yung sine theta. 2 cosine theta d theta over dt omega plus, hindi pa tayo tapos dyan class ha, 2 sine theta, then yung d omega naman over dt ang i-derivative. Naintindihan? Nagets ito kung paano na derivative? Ito? Tama ba, class? Tama naman? Okay, gets naman? Okay. Very good. Okay. So, for next, paano to, class? Ano magiging derivative natin dito? Paano naman yan, class? So, ano magiging final equation natin dito? Pakisabi ha kung tama, kung hindi at ano ay mag-raise ng hand kung may mali akong sinusulat. Okay, so this is V sub S squared plus S times, ito ay magiging alpha S na, A sub S, it is equal to 2 cosine theta times W squared plus 2 sine theta then alpha. Okay? So, yung dw over dt ay alpha. Okay, so ito class ang magiging final equation natin for this. So, solve na natin class yung ating angular acceleration. So, substitute lang natin. So, we have given the v sub s is equal to 0.5 omega na na-compute natin which is 0.62. So, ito ay meters per second. Ito ay rad per second. Then, yung theta natin na 30 degrees. So, substitute lang natin kasi yung mga given. So, v sub s squared is equal to 0.5 squared. So, itong alpha s natin class ay 0. Since yung velocity natin dito class ay constant, so itong a sub s natin ay 0, that's why ito ay magiging 0 na. Pero isulat na lang natin para makita nyo kung bakit. So plus 0 is equal to 2 cosine ng 30 degrees. Ang omega class ay 0.62 squared plus 2 sine ng 30 degrees times yung angular acceleration. Sige class, pakitry nga ano magiging value ng ating angular acceleration. Yung iba naman, sige antayin natin yung iba. Sila lang ulit, class. Yung iba naman, resit kayo, resit. Last na to, last na. Ito, nakalagay na. I-ano nyo na lang. Class sa calcu. 0.5 squared, meter per second squared, is equal to 2 cosine 30 degrees times 0.62 squared plus 2 sine 30 degrees. So, ano magiging value ng ating angular acceleration? Meron na din si Carlo. Yan, si Franco. Yes, Franco.
Ma'am, try lang.
Okay, go.
Negative 0.42.
Okay, ang galing naman. Yeah, that's correct. That is equal to 0. Oh, bakit? Ano magiging ano nito kung bakit negative? Negative 0.42 rad per second squared. Kulang ka pala ng unit. Hindi mo sinabi. Bakit kaya naging negative to class? Anong ibig sabihin kapag negative? Yung ating angular acceleration. So, sulat natin ano? To. Ayan, meron nag-raise ng hand. Sige nga. Try, yes, Isel, Marie. Ayan, meron ka na din palang resit. Sige, sige.
Nagde-decelerate po.
Okay, very good. So, because the result is negative, so it indicates na yung window natin has an angular deceleration. So, sulat lang natin ha. Angular deceleration. Okay, so ito yung ating final answer. So, kapag magko-conclusion, so therefore, ang ating final answer is that yung angular velocity natin is equal to 0.62 rad per second and yung angular deceleration or acceleration, kung lalagyan nyo dito class ng negative, so yan ay angular deceleration. Kapag negative, 0.42 rad per second squared. Pero kung ang lalagay nyo naman ay positive, so dapat talaga may negative kasi nga angular deceleration. Na meaning na nag-decelerate yung ating window. Okay, so this is our final answer for the sample problem number 2. So yan na lang class ang inilagay ko. So any questions? Naintindihan ba yung ating discussion today? So last topic na to. So for next week class, magkakaroon tayo class ng short quiz. Short quiz lang naman. For the topic impulse and momentum. Para may makuhanan pa tayo ng grade niyo. Okay? Since ang ating lang naman ay prelims, midterms, yung short quiz next week, and last ay finals, and then yung mga problem sets. Okay, so para madami tayong mapaghuhugutan ng inyong mga grades. Pwede madami tayong mapagkukunan. Okay, tandaan class ha, for next week, since face-to-face tayo, ay short quiz lang, dun lang sa topic na na-discuss natin last week. Hindi pa ito kasama sa short quiz. Pulse and momentum pa lang na topic. So ito ay isasama ko na sa finals. The week 15 class next week. Then yung week 16, so wala na tayong gagawin sa week 16. So mag-prepare na lang kayo ng pang finals since week 17 or ang alam ko class week 16 ata siguro mga kaligtaan ng week na yun ay finals na. Mag-start na finals. Kaya last topic na natin to. So next week, again, quiz, week 16. So wala na tayong klase since baka yun ay start na ng finals nyo. So wala pa naman ding schedule ng final exam sa DRB. So balitaan ko na lang kayo kung ano magiging schedule natin sa finals ng DRB. Okay? Then, bali dalawang topic na lang naman yung magiging finals natin, the impulse and momentum at saka itong kinematics of rigid bodies. So, question. So, basta alam nyo lang yung pinagkaiba ng tatlo. So, pwede ako maglagay ng pang-identity. Pero konti lang. Siguro mga 5 items. For translation, ano ba yung mga angular rotation? Meron bang angular motion ang rotation? So, kung naintindihan yung ating discussion. So, any question, class? So, tapos na tayo for today. So, mabilis lang. Sabi na 1 hour lang. Okay, so may question ba, class? Naintindihan naman yung ating discussion for today. Yes, Isel.
Ma'am, magsisend po kayo ng PPT po dun sa impulse.
Ay, oo. Hindi ko pa pala nasisend. Tapos kayo nga pala yung last. Sige, sasend ko na. Ngayon din. Sasend ko ang impulse and momentum. Ipipdf ko muna. Sige, sasend ko today, class. Yung PPT. Any questions? Wala na? Stop. Yan. Yes, Jeremy?
Ma'am, finals lang po. Wala na pong semifinals.
Wala na. Kaya meron na lang tayong short quiz next week.
Okay po.
Para yun na lang. Kung may, ang alam ko, wala naman na tayong semifinals. Yun na lang short quiz.
Thank you mo, ma'am.
Okay. So ano pa ang question? So wala na. May natutunan naman ba kayo class sa DRB? Sana naman ay meron. Meron naman? Okay, thank you. So see you next week on our face-to-face. Parang ilang meetings lang pala tayo nag-face-to-face, no? Kukunti lang. Pero sana ay kahit papaano ay may natutunan. Sa DRB since last discussion na natin today. Wow, no, nakipag heart-to-heart talk na. Hindi, sige, makikita ko pa naman kayo ng face-to-face next week. So, doon na lang. Siguro naman mga 1 hour tapos na kayo mag-solve ng short quiz. Madali lang naman siguro ang impulse momentum. Madali lang, di ba, yung topic na yon? May madali lang yun, class. Pag talaga, hindi nyo na perfect. O agad naman. Hindi, I hope ay maipasa nyo yung short quiz next week since madali lang naman yung short quiz natin, okay? Aralin lang yung naging discussion natin last week. Sure na may naman sasagutan na. Mahabang time pa para manghula. Hoy, walang manghuhula. Kaya nyo yung isolve. Manghuhula pa ba kayo? Madali lang. Ilang items po? Siguro mga hanggang hanggang 10 problem. Short quiz ba yun? Hindi, joke lang. Siguro mga lang, hindi tataas ng 5 problem. Hindi, mga 2 to 4 problems. So, depende yun sa difficulty. Kung mahirap naman, edi ko konting lang item. Pero kung super dali naman, siguro mga hanggang 4. Baka naman mamaya, 10 minutes lang, tapos na sino nga yung lagi nagre-reset din? Sina Bernardo, Di ba Bernardo? Bilis kanina mag-compute. Nagsusulat pa lang ako, naka-raise na ng hand. May question pa, class? Si Annie po mabilis. Hindi naman nag-reset ngayon si Annie. Nasaan na si Annie? Baka naman tulog. Charis. Hindi, joke lang.
Ma'am, nauunahan lang lagi.
Oh, nauunahan nag-aantay ako may mag-raise ng hand. At ang naka-raise na ng hand mga nakasagot na. Annie, what is the Charis? Biglang nag-reset. Hindi, joke lang. Aralin nyo na lang yung mga naging discussion natin. So, ayun lang class. Hindi ko na pahabain para kayo ay makapag-lunch na din. So, tapos naman na din tayo. So, bukas naman ay O2. Hindi ko muna isa-send class yung ngayon ha na discussion. Baka mamaya isa nyo din sa O2 yung mga discussion natin na may solution na. Mamaya ay naka-ready na. Hindi pa ako nag-ano ay meron ng sagot. Okay? So, yun lang. Again, dami. Humaba na ng humaba. Ako ngayon nagpapaalam na.